Hello everybody, Tyrannical545 here. I am being joined by my very good friend, Starguard Studios. Say hi, Star.
Hello.
He's here. He's the guy. He's the funny robot man. And today we're gonna be doing a audio commentary for Dude's Revenge. We already recorded the one for Dude Sues. I love muffins so much. Muffins are really great. Muffins are yummy. Blueberry muffins specifically. I like chocolate chip as well. Star, what are your thoughts on muffins?
I absolutely love muffins and the way that they're you're able to set up and pay off so much.
Yeah. If you're confused about what I'm talking about, go watch Star's the commentary on his channel. All right, let's get right into this.
All right.
I'll update my intro one of these days. It's getting a little. I want to add some new footage to it.
I still like the intro. I really like that shot of Terran.
I'll probably keep that, but then upgrade the middle stuff, yeah. Mm-hmm. This is actually a continuity error from Dimensional Dilemma, but ignore that. I'm not even going to, specify what it is. I'll let you guys notice it if you... Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's too big a thing. It's fine.
Yeah. Got Shifter's introduction with that, synth musical, too. I'm going to be honest, I'm not too satisfied with, the music choices that I had with Shifter. I was just, I was spending ages trying to find a good, synth song to use with him, and I just settled on, I'll just use, a synth, sound effect, and then we'll use other music.
Mm-hmm. I love the losers thing.
Yeah, I love how that turned out. I like how Guy is just, absolutely tiny. I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
I believe this is actually the first time dudes appeared on my channel. Sorry, what are you saying, Star?
Oh, I love, how you snuck into, dude, instead of him going, oh, thank you, he's thank Jolly Saint Nick, he's just...
Thank Jolly Saint Nick. I love Christmas, yeah, thank you.
Also, the little jump he does, whenever he's all excited. I remember we were watching that on call, I started, laughing uncontrollably, because I just love that so much. He's like, yay!
Fits his character. He's so happy to get the 6 destroyed. Star actually owns Dude's Epic Wallet now. I gave it to him at Brick Fair.
Also,
so that's nice.
Also, the Toys R Us reference. I mean, not Toys R Us. What am I talking about?
Mercenaries R Us. That might return in something. I'm saying that like it will, but I honestly don't know. We'll see if it does.
Yeah. If we want to bring it up, we could probably bring it up somehow.
Yeah.
The future.
Star also owns the Christmas books now. I gave those to him at Brick Fair as well.
Now I could buy interdimensional currency. Let's go!
You can, which is just silver stud pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the most into how the title drops here. I just I wasn't sure how else to do it.
Yeah.
I like it, the pan into Spark though.
Woohoo! No More Dude is probably one of my favorite Spark lines. That was.
Yeah.
I think this is the first video with all the 6. Primarily interacting on your channel, right? I really like all the moments that you captured in it.
Thank you. I guess it is actually, yeah, because 5 years they were all separated. Yeah, I guess it is. I didn't even think about it like that.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Here it is.
Oh.
Here it is. David actually owns. I gave him the Spectral Tiger Blunt. That may be returning in one of his videos. We'll see. That is a reference to something. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, stop motion outside is just as painful as it looks like. It's very rough.
Yeah. Also, I love the way you post Spark through this whole video. I love whenever Josiah's reading the label, he's just kind of excited, whoa.
Whoa, what's he doing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. God. I think in the script, I added that line with Guy. I added Kevlar, you can't leave me or something. But watching the video,
a lot of the lines with Guy and the other 6 members, the comedic lines, were actually just added by Star after the fact, and they were really fitting. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. But I would add that line, but the whole editing and stuff is what sells the joke. It becomes 10 times funnier wherever the music comes in and everything. Yeah.
A lot of people, I don't think a lot of people got the joke. Basically, Guy and Spark are a robot and a toy, so they can't actually eat ice cream, so it just gets smushed against their face.
Yeah, there's many times that we reference and kind of do jokes like that. I do that with the staring contest in my part, but it's hard to explain those without having the characters go, but Guy, Spark, you are a robot and a plastic toy.
Yeah, because everybody just looks like a Bionicle figure. They don't look like... Technically, Orion and Kevlar should look more like organic, like people in suits, and then like yeah, everybody should look different in universe technically, but yeah,
Yeah.
jokes like that are a little bit like hard to come across when everybody just looks like a Bionicle figure. But here's
Yeah.
Spark swims that.
Oh yeah, I love how Spark just like that. I like to
Falls.
think that that's canonically his first time swimming, and he's like, "This is how people swim," and he just jumps in like the default pose. Just
Shifter
belly
was in the
flops.
background there. Not a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
noticed that. He's standing in the background there. Yeah. Yeah, this canonically Spark's first time touching water.
Yeah.
I was talking about this
The
earlier
Borax.
with like posing Spark, but yeah, I was doing this thing where like you kind of. I'll point it out like later. You could see him. I think actually right here you could. Not really. I'll point it out later. There's a certain way I was posing him that I think was delivered a lot of personality.
Yeah, I really like the way you pose the characters, because like even in background scenes you could get a lot of personality out of like the 6 members individually. Like Kevlar could just
Yeah,
look
I
more
appreciate
annoyed.
I'm gonna be honest, the lighting in this whole scene is really shit. It just like keeps changing because I was filming like in my living room, sometimes at like 4 a.m., sometimes at noon, and I don't know, I really didn't like we were on such a time crunch with like trying to get these out before Brick Fair. But yeah, I was just like, I don't really mind that much. But yeah, the lighting in the scene is not the greatest.
I think the stop motion counterbalances it.
Yeah, I was just,
The
like, I
green
think the
screen
stop
thing.
motion itself turned out pretty good, but yeah, the lighting it could definitely have used some work. But
Yeah.
here we go. Here's the greatest part of this whole video, in my opinion. I absolutely. Oh my god. Okay, so if you don't mind, Spark, I'm actually gonna go on the whole side tangent on how this joke even like became a thing.
Yeah, go.
So basically, it was like in April. I was on call with Lego Lover, Mies, and were you on that call too? I think you were actually on that call too.
I might have been.
Yeah,
But
I remember. I know it was Lego Lover and
continue,
Mies.
continue.
And yeah. So we were like, you know how like with Annoying Orange, they like put like real human mouths on like pictures of fruit. Yeah, I was like, we can do that with Bionicle guys. So like me and Mies were like messing around and figuring out a way to do it, and we finally got it. And then we uploaded those like videos of us with like the real mouths and stuff on our self mocks. But then on the same call, I was actually building the Butthole Tiger Lego set, and I was like, I'm gonna in a video do that for the Butthole Tiger and make it a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's how that became a thing. It became a hallucination Josiah sees. So.
Yeah, if you go back and you find when that video was uploaded, I think here it was called "Hello, It Is I, Terron," and I made the thumbnail.
Yeah, that
it was
video
Paul
that
Rudd,
Mies
yeah.
made one too. I forget what his was called.
That was where this joke was born.
Yeah,
Also,
and I think it got realized pretty well.
yeah, I agree. Also, I love how Guy is like so whiny about it. He's like, please.
It's like, no, Kevlar! He made the line, like, way whinier than I expected it to be, and I think it really fits. So, like,
Also,
just popping up.
Yeah, the guy popping in is so great. Like, I didn't even think he was gonna just pop in there, but then there he goes.
It's so weird. He just, like, slides in.
Yeah.
That's funny. Here we go. Here he is.
Shifter.
That shot of him stepping in looks a little odd, but,
Yeah.
we press on.
Yeah.
I didn't really mention it, but yeah, the scene with Terron and Orion earlier was pretty much exclusively just to set up their little moment at the end. But we also wanted to emphasize that Orion and Terron, or me and Sound, we really wanted to emphasize that like Orion and Terron specifically are kind of like bros, they're homies, they're tight, they have similar beliefs about hero work and stuff. So
I think they're, because all the other characters have pretty like Guy is Guy, Spark is Spark. Like they're very like crazy characters.
Yeah, me and Spark were talking about this. Like, everyone, like, Kevlar, Guy, Spark, and Josiah are, like, very distinct. And then Terron and Orion are, like, pretty close in personality. So we wanted to kind of, like, build into that. And then also we're going to try to emphasize their differences a lot more in future content.
Well, also, I think just Orion and Terron would have the most rational, normal conversation. While, like,
Yeah.
anyone else, I feel
normal
like
out of the six.
Kevlar would probably also have a normal conversation, but you probably wouldn't care enough to, like, have one.
Yeah. They're probably the most normal out of the 6. Relatively normal.
Relatively normal, yeah.
I really like how him taking the powers turned out. I didn't think it turned out pretty smooth, I think, yeah.
And the dots and stuff.
Yeah. There was the one shot in there, him turning around looked a little choppy, but otherwise I think it turned out pretty good.
Also, like, yeah, I really like... the way we came up with these specials, like, I was like, I have this video idea where it's called Dude Sues, and I think you were like, I really wanted to do a second part. Like we wanted to do some dude specials to integrate them with the sixth.
Oh
storyline.
yeah, I could get into how Shifter became a thing. Actually, I forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, that is actually something we could talk about. So, yeah, but yeah, like Star was saying, he had he wanted to do the like dude Seuss thing, the courtroom thing, and then I actually the whole idea for these specials. There's dude. There's the lad. The whole idea for my part basically came from I was watching Thoughtum 6, and I was the scene where Richter steals, like, Renzo. He, like, touches Renzo, and he, like, grows Renzo's arm, or however that goes. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if there was a villain that, like, does that, but for, like, a group of self-mocks? So he just turns into, like, a big conglomerate of all these different self-mocks. So I wanted to do that. Star wanted to do the Seuss thing, and then we just figured out a way to tie them together, which I think it turned out pretty well. Like, you know, overarching story between the two.
Yeah, I agree. I think like as weird as the two concepts are, I think we found a way to try and like bridge them, because we don't want to be a thing where we're like we all want to make each other like our own content, but we also want to make it work within each other's content.
Yeah, we wanted to like make sure that the like Shifter stuff and the Seuss stuff felt like it like tied into each other well.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think like I think the Shifter, like, personality-wise, like, being chiller, I think I kind of advocated for that, and you were more on, like,
yeah, that was all Star, because I wanted to make him, like, another, like, just joke villain, but Star was like, nah, it would be a lot cooler if he was more, like, he had more of a different personality than Dude, because Dude's kind of like the joke guy, so then he came up with the idea of he's, like, a cool, chill, smooth-talking Texas guy, and I think that turned out really well. You came up with a lot of Shifter's personality, and I really like how it turned out.
Yeah, I think the idea that I really wanted to go for was, like, Shifter, like, is able to be used in 6 content as, like, he could be an antagonist, like, he could almost be a anti-hero at points, because, again, he's kind of just doing it for the money.
He doesn't really have an allegiance, you know? He's kind of like, he's more chill. He's doing his own thing, which I think is cool.
And whenever we started making these videos, it kind of became clear that for the 6, there's not too much that we have set up for them to kind of, like, deal with. Like, we had Dude and Jeremy in previous stuff, like, specials.
It,
yeah, and so, like, giving them more of a cast to round out and give them people to interact with. Because we obviously have our side characters, but, like, characters exclusive.
Yeah, like we like the idea of being able to use Shifter in a future capacity, and we already had a joke villain in the form of Dude and Jeremy. So having him have a different personality would definitely help with that. Like he'll fit into different roles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That music was actually from the Owl House of all shows. If you guys know what that is, I think it fit the kind of like whoa, he's changing into everybody vibe, and here he is. Also, there's the whole premise.
I also love the joke you did here with Guy not having a lot of the parts.
Yeah, because realistically, what part of Guy, you're with the 6, right? You're transforming into a combination of all of them, and you're with the purpose of fighting them. What part of Guy would actually be useful to transform into in terms of fighting the 6? I think it's pretty accurate, honestly.
Also, how this leads Guy to a deep character, or not a deep character, but you know what I mean, where he goes to this he goes into his vision. Also, this is just I love this fight scene.
I want to say also, I just want to really, I've told Star it a million times, but he did all of the spark shock blast shots in this video, and they all turned out absolutely perfectly. You did a fantastic job with that, Star. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think I sent those to you while you were editing the fight, and then we were able to kind of put them in last minute. Also, I love the barrages trying to get
he sees Obama as the spectral tiger. Such a weird sentence. Something I really like about this video is it led to me saying some of the most bizarre sentences I never thought I'd ever say in regards to our content. Guy leaves Chris Pratt world to talk to Obama and Josiah about the spectral tiger.
Yeah. Also, I love the fact that we can do all of that in canon videos.
Yeah, it's all canon now. Kevlar pointed this out, but yeah, Terran getting hit by his own magic, I just think is pretty fitting for his character. He's just really it's really just fitting Terran moment.
Yeah. Also, I love how Guy gets swatted. That's my favorite. Also, Sound killed it with this line. the like shock line.
Oh yeah. I just put in the script of like Orion gets tasered. Now sounded a really good job of his like reaction line. I really liked that.
Yeah.
So I guess this does canonize that. Yeah, spark shock blasts don't work on him, which I mean that makes sense. Makes enough sense.
I'll be real. Sometimes there's things where like I don't think it's gonna be a major plot point if Spark gets hit.
Yeah,
with
I
the
don't
shock
think there's
blast.
ever
So
gonna
I think
be
it's
another
fine.
scenario where Spark gets hit by his own shock blast. So
Yeah. Also, I think in the future we're probably gonna have Shifter appear and have different abilities and stuff, but I don't know if we're gonna do the combination of the 6. So like this is a very
that's probably gonna be exclusive to this video, but we're definitely gonna have Shifter appear in future content. You know, transform into other people and all that fun stuff. We have a plan for him in the following specials to this one, but I won't get into that one too much.
I think are we still doing the gag wherever they like. We have an idea for a gag where every time Shifter shows up, he's gonna look slightly different. Like he's not only shifting. Yeah, it's Chris.
Yes. Yeah, Shifter's gonna like sometimes he's gonna be wearing a cowboy hat. Sometimes he's gonna be wearing like a trench coat.
Yeah.
He's gonna look different whenever.
Like he has different like shoes one time. Like he's not only shifting is his powers, but also he just changes his clothes a lot.
Yeah, because
he's armor or whatever.
He transforms into different. Yeah. He doesn't stay the same in all the content. That doesn't fit his character.
Yeah, he's always shifting. Also, the Chris Pratt Lego movie.
So actually, I originally was like, Jamie, would you be able to record like some like clips of your Chris Pratt cut? Because the original like in Stars Easter when we first did this Chris Pratt gag, Jamie has like a big Chris Pratt cutout and he filmed those shots. I was like, Jamie, would you be able to do that again? He was like, I'm sorry, man, I'm busy. I don't think I'll be able to. So I was like, all right, I'll just get like a PNG of the Chris Pratt cutout, and because he has a big like Chris Pratt cardboard cutout thing. I was like, I'll just get a PNG of it, and I honestly think it turned out looking. It's obviously a PNG, but I think it still turned out looking pretty funny.
Yeah, I think it almost like enhances it, where it's like.
Yeah, it's so like weird looking.
I also like the idea that guys getting further and further removed from reality. To where like in the next couple of videos, like it's not gonna be a Chris Pratt PNG, it's just like 2 pixels. Also, guy just getting held by, like a baby by Josiah.
It becomes like just Chris Pratt text. It just becomes more and more detached from.
It just becomes like Emmett. Like an Emmett minifigure?
Yeah. That was an idea I had before I did the PNG thing. The before where a guy leaves the Chris Pratt like world. There was a line in the script that said like, guy leaves Chris Pratt world and runs over to Josiah and Obama. And reading that line, I was just like, this is the best video I've ever made.
Yeah, I also like the fact, I think it's been a while since we've made like specials together as well as like.
Yeah, it was really cool. This was like my first time doing a full-on special since like Dimensional Dilemma almost 2 years ago, and it was very.
And to come back with being able to write, a scene including Josiah being super high
and Chris Pratt and
Obama,
Yeah. Fun fact: the whole thing with Obama, his name being Obama, was actually all Jamie's idea. Guy was like, if Guy got a Borok, what would he name him? He went Obama. I'm like, there you go.
Yeah.
You got to include the wild Thorberries like sound effect bite with Guy there.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty unanimous with Guy at this point.
Also, I love the fact that like theoretically Taro could have just done the same thing wherever he like shoots a magic blast. Like could Guy have just not done that? And then,
but you know what? They want to make Guy feel. I guess all things considered. I guess it distracts Shifter. I guess. Taro and Orion do.
I just love
their thing. I don't know.
I just love the idea that
that is kind of funny though. When you think about it, really,
plan,
it doesn't even do anything to Shifter but distract him. But
Guy's own plan doesn't even require.
Doesn't even really factor in that much. That's funny. But you know what? He still helped. We still want to make him feel.
We still love our
still love
our favorite character Guy.
Though. Really, Orion and Taron probably could have just done their thing. But yeah. You know what, Guy? We're still proud of Guy. We're still proud of Guy. He still made Kevlar proud. He still contributed towards the fight, and we get their funny little arc.
Yeah.
There we go. I think, is this the first time that in any of our content that Kevlar, like, suggests that he thinks Guy is alright?
Yeah. Yeah, and all the other things, there's a part in my... Also, I love the line where the part where he goes, I've had dreams like this before. Which I don't know if Guy can dream, but I love the fact that he like forces himself to dream
Yeah, that's a
about
good
Kevlar.
point too. He's a toy. That's funny. He's thought
Like
of this.
I think I cut a scene in my Christmas
Solid.
special where that introduces all the six to each other. There was originally a gag with Kevlar and Guy, and it was extended and it was in the fridge, and that like established that Kevlar just hates Guy, but like I think it's
Yeah.
kind of clear that Kevlar just doesn't like Guy through
Yeah,
most
he
of the
thinks
stuff.
Guy's very weird.
Thinks
Fun
he's
fact:
weird, yeah.
this ending scene was actually originally completely different. Initially, I just didn't have time to do it. But originally, what happened was Taron goes like, "Well, dude sent us a message, so let's send him a message too." And they like strap a TV to Obama and they like record a message of them being like basically what it says in the note they just said in like it was just line for line in the script and they just said in like this little video of it they recorded for Dude and then Obama walks up to Dude with the TV and Meese and Soul like had like some lines but yeah, I was just running out of time so I made it more simple but I think the note on Obama still is pretty funny.
Yeah. I love the idea that there's like some scene we didn't see or some scene we didn't see. I said that completely wrong, but like Tara like tapes the note to Obama after like Orion like proofreads it, and then Guy just like Guy just like
they,
slaps
tape the note
Obama's
to
like a
Obama,
horse.
he, like, eats
yeah,
it, and then he's like,
but that's such a weird conversation. They slap like Obama like a like okay, like you know they're like Guy like hits the Borog. It's like giddy up, and then it just runs.
Giddy up,
Dude.
Obama.
Yeah. Such a weird sentence. Okay, if you ever do a like out of context, this is just gonna be prime
this
content
is gonna
for
be
that.
a gold mine.
Yeah.
But yes, more content is coming. But yeah, I had a blast working on these videos with you, Star, and thank you
same
for
here,
joining me today for this commentary.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and thank y'all for watching the videos. It's been great seeing all the reactions.
Shout out to Kevlar Mox, not Crustacean Makes. I don't know.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for Bionicles.
Bionicles. See you guys. Thanks for watching.